Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to World Tanks with VMing237. Today, first order of this, happy VE Day, 8th of May 2020, 75 years since the end of World War II. It's a fantastic day. Not for the Germans obviously, but hey, celebrating those that fought for us, and those who gave their lives to defend our great nation. And secondly, today I'm going to be starting a new series called Triple Trouble. Self-explanatory title there. 3 games of the same tank, same class of tank, or same nation. Today we're going to be looking at 3 games in the Tier 8 British Standard Heavy Tank of the Caernarvon. These 3 games are taken from the first 5 games I ever played in this thing, and I've got to say, 5 games in, recording this point, currently I'm about 10 or 12. Absolutely fantastic. It's such a step up from the Black Prince and even the Churchills. The British heavy tank line is pretty mediocre up until the Caernarvon, but this thing, it excels so well at pretty much everything. Close quarters fighting doesn't have the alpha damage as some of the other tanks are only 280, but the 220mm of penetration by far makes up for that, and its damage per minute. With a gun rammer and brothers in arms and putting a T if you would like to use that, you can get this thing close enough to 3000 damage per minute, tier 10 medium tank standards. And the good news doesn't just stop there. The tank has a good view range of 440 meters with coated optics, and it has fantastic gun pressure and turret arm, making this thing an absolute beast. A ridgeline fight, you can see me there. In my first game checking out the gun depression of this thing, 280 alpha damage as well. Makes it very good for detracking tanks. Game I had earlier today, in fact, I was able to lock down the tier 9 French heavy tank, not the AMX 5120, the other one, the name escapes me. And I took a few hits, but I was able to lock his tracks down and DPM him. Here we see an enemy Caernarvon, and there, we took a hit there for 273 damage. That's because I over-angled the side of the tank, you can see. I can't actually zoom out, which is annoying. But the Caernarvon, the enemy team, actually managed to go through my side, and I slowed down the replay there because I'm an idiot. Fantastic penetration coming into play there against the 50 TP prototype silent turret. Now these games in the Triple Trouble are going to be quite fast-paced games, ones that you do a few thousand damage in, not ones you'd expect to be on amazing replays, like ones on a Quickie Baby or replays of the week or something, but just good games, mediocre ones or very good ones that I've had. And the 3 that I've had now are very good, in my opinion at least, showcasing the fantastic DPM and just brute force of this machine. It's not the fastest, it's not IS3 levels of quick, but it by far makes up for everything else it has. Balancing a shot off the Pantera there, and so far, if I actually, I'm going to pause the replay here because I don't actually have all the settings. Done, there we go. Should probably have done this a bit earlier, but oh well, I think that's it. Okay, so apologies for that. So currently 3 minutes in, we're already up to 1097 damage. Currently, we've completely destroyed the eastern flank, so now I'm going to push my way up to the north into their base and try and get some flanking shots in. For some reason, our heavy tanks behind us are doing things, maybe having a tea party, I don't really know what they're doing. One of the French armoured cars, because apparently that's a tank. I'm not going to get into that though, that's a completely different topic, I hate those things. Kills the AMX CDC, and another wheeled car destroys the enemy links. Try to fire some shots on the Pantera. Fortunately that shot missed, but oh well, we'll get our revenge. Well, I say we'll get our revenge, the team will get their revenge on the Pantera at some point. So currently, I'm just making sure that nothing else is there. Keep an eye out for those 2 tier 8 heavy tanks that we haven't seen. And now with this T44, I'm going to progress onto this STA2. Go over the ridge. Lovely shot into him, 298 alpha damage. It's very surprising first playing this thing because I never played it, even on my test servers. I always succumbed to this thing with the £32 gun, playing the Centurion, which is £20. It's a bit odd, but it's a welcome surprise. Like I said, couple the high penetration and high damage with fantastic rate of fire, 10.7 rounds per minute. Like I said, 3,000 damage per minute is absolutely insane. Can tear things apart and manage to pick up a kill on the tier 8 French artillery. And now we see that this charioteer picked a 5 our T-44, well, other way around, either way. T-44 lost, and well, the charioteer, our IS-3 and defender finally woke up and decided to move, which is awfully nice. Artillery, such fun. But to 2,000 damage. And at this point in the game I was thinking, it's pretty much over, and for the most part it is over. Because we do a complete ruffle stop really. But I just shy away from the fact that this thing is absolutely amazing, and for this game I love the IS-3. The IS-3 is fantastic piece of equipment. But for some reason the Caernarvon just feels a lot better. I managed to pick up our third kill and push ourselves up to 2,440 damage on the enemy M40, M43, and our team is about to cap our base. 15 seconds and that will be game. So, first ever game of the Caernarvon. Absolutely amazing tank. And there we go, game's won. So, let's move on to the second game. So, here we are leading to our second game in the Caernarvon. Again, we are top tier in an all tier A matchup, and we are on El Halouf Southspawn. This game is pretty much another ruffle stomp. But again, I'm going to speed up the replay a bit here whilst we get into battle. It just showcases what the Caernarvon's, I don't know what I'm doing with the camera there, but it showcases what the Caernarvon's really good for. So going to battle, my first thought was I'm going to take this thing up into the E2 position around here on the map. In that position I can either stay on my side of the little dip and try and get some shots across, try to get a shot into this link 6x6. Honestly, I thought I'd hit him there, but apparently the shell went somewhere other than the tank, which is rather annoying, but oh well, we move on. And this game thinking, our team, they look very good, and so far I managed to pick up 2 kills without losing any of our tanks. Spoiler alert, it ends up being a 15-0 defeat, so it's a very fast game. But still, I had a very good result. So I decided not to stop and shoot at the ISU 152 or the links, and progress even further. Now, that AMX M4 49 Liberté could be quite problematic with this thing, especially frontally. The AMX has a very small lower plate. It does have a commander's hatch on top, but this thing's full armour is nothing to boast about. There's also a Scorpion G there, which that IS-3A just found out the hard way, so I decided to stick over this side to stick to our original plan. Here we see a T-32 and a Centurion 5-1. Now that pen on the T-32, absolutely disgusting. I have a picture of it, which I will put after this video, if I remember, but basically I penned him on his right hand side driver's hatch. It didn't go down into the tank, it just skimmed across the top, but apparently this is a game where a lot of things happen, you know. You penetrate a driver's hatch, you shoot a wheel off a French, or you shoot a French armoured car and the thing doesn't get sent into the shadow realm. So anyway, I digress. So currently thinking we're all pretty confident here. We've got 4 tanks here, this T-32 and Centurion aren't looking the best, so got a lovely shot into T-32's tracks there. He uses his repair kit, not going to help him. So shoot him, we'll track him again. This is the beautiful thing you can do with the Caernarvon. You can track and retrack very quickly thanks to its amazing rate of fire, like I previously said. And we did quickly dispatch the T-32 up to 800 damage, nothing to shout about. Trying to find a shot at the ISU 152 there, but I decided better off it, and now we're going to go after a stock Tiger 2. Oh dear, this guy, I feel for him. War Thunder, this tank is amazing, but in well, the tanks of stock Tiger 2 is absolutely awful, and IS-22 there is stock. Unfortunately, Tiger 2 was actually able to penance with his 88mm. I over-angled against him a bit there, and we got slapped in the side by an SU-130PM. And again, which was absolutely lovely. But the tracking we did on that Tiger 2 and T-32 netted us a lot of assistance damage. And once again, a bit more assistance damage there on the IS-22. Like I said, push the IS-3 and then the IS-3 gets collected by the Lerva there. Loading a HE round here in preparation for the SU-130PM, but we can all see where this is going to go. 4 minutes in, they've got 2 tanks left. One of them's an artillery, and we've got all of our quick boys driving around them. So this game, for a 50-0 defeat in a quite relatively slow tank, I thought it was okay. I only have the second engine at this point, so it makes the engine power, the acceleration, the overall top speed quite lackluster. 1200 spotting, 1400 damage. I honestly don't think most of that could have been done in, say, an IS-3 or a Lerva or a Tiger 2. Maybe a Tiger 2 with the 88mm, but again, the gun depression. And this is what really saves this tank, the gun depression and the high penetration. Now, let's move on to the third and final replay. And here we are for the final replay of this first episode of Triple Trouble. It is a Tier 9 maximum game on the Pilsane map. This is my first time experiencing Tier 9s in the Caernarvon, and well, it's the best replay, I think, certainly damage-wise, but we'll get to that. First 5 games I had in the Caernarvon, is a Centurion there. They were very good, apart from one game on Stuz Yankee, which was relatively mediocre at best. And I would have shown that game to maybe showcase some of the weaknesses of the Caernarvon, specifically take control of the camera. I don't know why I can't zoom out, but this thing here, sort of underneath the turret ring, below the mantlet, and especially the sides, and it sees smoke and grenade launchers, it's very weak. And Scorpion G at the beginning of that game absolutely slapped me silly, penetrating there. But that game was 15 minutes long, and it will be appearing in a World of Meme video, because good lord, I mean, you'll see when it comes out, it was just soul draining. But this game, I've decided that the biggest threat here is the ST1 and the MIL2. So I decided to go into a very sneaky position here, using the gun depression of my tank. I can actually zoom out now, which is nice. I've given myself a very low profile. I actually managed to pen the STI. There's ST1 or STI, I don't really know. Managed to go through his commander's hatch as well, and then we spot the MIL2. And I'm trying to wiggle my turret to give them poor shots at the weak points. Now, this MIL2, I don't expect him to hit any weak points. But that rate of fire right there. IS-3, potentially Tiger 2 have only got 1 shot off, because I was able to do nearly just over 600 damage to that MIL2. But anyway, back to this position here. It's an absolutely amazing position for something with 10 degrees of gun depression, strong turret and high rate of fire. I can angle my tank upwards, hiding my low plate, making my upper plate more angled, and only exposing my turrets. Now at this point I decided to move up and see if this Conqueror's moving up. I decided, you know what, we're going to face his STI since he's on half health. Or more than half health actually. As Conqueror's requesting persistence, I try opportunity shot into the cupola of the STI, ST1, don't really know. And then I decide we'll leave him. We'll shoot this T-34. 1 shot into him, quick reload, T-34, he can't go at this point and we take him out. Now it's a 110 over there. That thing could be quite dangerous to me. A, if he's pointing his gun at me, and B, if he actually penned me, which luckily he doesn't. Bounces off my front plate, and here we go, locking the tracks down. He uses his repair kit eventually after his 406 health. But again, rate of fire of this tank now. Enemy Yag Tiger, I look at him and I'm thinking, dinner for later. Try a shot at the cupola, doesn't penetrate, but 110 bounces, there we go. So this game is pretty much a done deal at this point. We've still got all our tier 9s intact, I'm completely intact, up to 2000 damage with 800 assistance already. But we're not done yet. Yes, I did try and quote a meme there, I sincerely apologise. I see that Caernarvon though, and I'm thinking this ISU, Lorraine and Udos up there are big threats, so I get the building between me and him, secure the kill on the Yak Tiger. And then I see a standard B on my right flank, so again I keep as little guns at me as possible. Only standard B can shoot me, and at this point I'm quite happy to trade with the standard B. I don't think he'll waste all his shots, unfortunately we bounce, and that allows the standard B to get a shot into us, but the high penetration of this gun overmatches the side of the standard, well, doesn't overmatch, just penetrates the side of the standard B. Luckily the standard B was using the stock 90mm gun. ISU 152 fires. I go for the front drive ruler, but unfortunately it just goes a little high and goes into the casement of the tank. So push forward with this T55A to secure the kills on this Lorraine and the ISU 152. Now the T55A is being cautious here. Obviously I don't blame him, it's an ISU 152, he's on full health, but you really wouldn't want to lose health in that thing. So I'm trying to work my way, or work my tank to get some good gun depression. I adjust a little bit further and there we go. This thing has 10 degrees of gun depression all around except over the rear of the tank, and the gun depression allows us to secure the kill on the ISU 152. And that's it, the Lynx 6x6 is busy running around pretending he's playing Formula 1, and the T55A eventually catches up with him and kills him. 3,123 damage, 972 spotting, 1800 plot. I wouldn't have lost any health this game, but I decided to take that hit from the standard B, because I had 1600 health to play with, and it would be very lucky for him to get an ammo rack. So this game, fast paced, again showing the fantastic, capable nature of the Caernarvon. So let's take a look at the results. So here's the first game that we had on Redshire. Only second class mastery badge, we pick up a Vespucci's medal for destroying 2 SPGs. And top of the team on damage, second on experience, the Panhard EBRs steal the top because why wouldn't they? Tanks and all. And to make a cozy little profit. So another benefit with this tank, it makes really good credits. Its ammunition, its standard rounds at least, are only 440 credits. So if you manage to hit and penetrate, you probably gain, I believe, out of it. I don't understand the economic side of it too much, but as long as you don't go health level with the ammunition, you will make a profit. And you see here 15,000 credit profit, 11,000 on ammunition. 17 shots fired, 13 hits, 10 penetrations. Pretty good. Consistency there. That's what the Caernarvon is all about, consistency. Move on to the second game on El Halouf. Only a third class mastery badge. Top of the team. Well, I wasn't top of the team, I was top of the team. And second on the team on experience. And damage, we're about halfway. Wasn't a fantastic game because we just, yeah, you can tell here we ruffle stomped them, like even some of our tanks did 0 damage. But again, make a nice little profit. 9 fires, 7 hits, 6 penetrations. Consistency. That's going to be a word that this tank sort of makes its own. And finally, the game, only a first class badge. We become top of the team on damage and experience, which is awfully nice. 16 fired, 15 hits, 13 penetrations, and again we make a lovely little profit, only spending 10,000 on ammunition. So, verdict for the Caernarvon, without going into too much detail. It's consistent, it is very good, it's reliable. But word of advice is, well, you can play it as a heavy tank and a medium tank. You know, if you feel like you've got enough speed to go with the mediums, go with them. Use your gun depression, because that will save you. Gun depression, rate of fire will save you there. If you're going to fight heavies, don't overextend, because in that situation, against medium tanks, a high rate of fire is more scary than big alpha damage. Whereas if you're fighting heavy tanks, getting slapped by a 128mm gun on a VK100P It's a lot scarier than getting hit twice by a Caernarvon's 32 pounder gun, so be careful there. Don't let the high DPM lull you into thinking you can do more than you actually can. Anyway, Caernarvon, highly recommend it, especially with the blueprints now. If you've got the black prints like I did, completely skip it, use your blueprints to get this thing, it's fantastic. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching this first episode of Triple Trouble, and hopefully I will see you again very soon. Have a good day, and goodbye.